315 RL CrossRoads Cruiser fifth wheel just came in here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. And man, these guys really got it dialed in. They've got a very nice package going on here. Standard full body skin package. You see that one of the tricks to having a door side slide is normally you cut your patio awning in half. You see that the first arm stops by the door. So we have added a second patio awning right on the end of this slide out. Now this is not all the way out. You can see that there's a trailer next to it. I simply have it out for about halfway for demonstrational purposes so that you get to see that you regain all that patio space. You actually end up with more patio space this way than otherwise. Now it's the details that set cruisers apart. You see the thickness of their baggage doors, and this is fully laminated, which means it's fully insulated. And that's one of the nice things in this class, and especially in this price point. Cruisers have a lot better insulative qualities than a lot of manufacturers. And you see the cool things like the double struts to hold the doors open. That's the kind of stuff you don't normally run into until you run into those $80,000, $90,000 fifth wheels. Now, even though this is not a drop frame, this is going to have a very generous pass-through storage up front, and it does not take away from interior storage space. This is also a good way to show you how these are put together. Notice you don't see chipboard, particle board, OSB, you see plywood. Stronger, more resilient plywood. You also see that it is tongue and groove plywood. These two things have a little slot that slip into one another. You also see that all of their aluminum framework is welded, not screwed. That means it's more rigid and has a harder time moving around. You can also see in here they have a private docking station. This is so that the kids walking through the park can't accidentally, or pardon me, not accidentally, but maybe thinking they're cute, play with and flip your black tank lever so that you have, you know, a problem waiting for you before you get there. Here's another area cruisers are really cool. Double battery setup standard. Now the way they do it is also extremely cool. We have this little power box right here plugged in to run some lights for you right now. I have it plugged into that battery slot. Now, I have nothing plugged into this other battery slot, and I don't have to worry about any cross wiring because they did that for me in the power switch you see right there. It's just an easy battery disconnect on and off, and it will automatically handle all of the cross wiring and making sure if you have one or two batteries that it's all working properly. Now, man, these things look sharp too. Awesome color package on here. You may have noticed the Trail Air pin box up front. This thing right here, essentially what it does is this is a shock absorber type system. So when you're going down the road, when you hit some big bumps and jolts, this whole thing right here is a giant, I don't know, call it like chunk of rubber, easiest way to think about it. But the idea is that the head on this thing can pivot forward and back so that when you hit those big bumps and the trailer's trying to jerk back and forth, those jerky movements do not get translated to your vehicle. That's going to save on your suspension, your braking, your tires, everything. Best in class, 20 gallon per hour fast recharge water heater. Again, that's something you don't normally get in this class. You usually have to spend a lot more money to get there. Now we have power front leveling jacks. We have electric rear stabilizer jacks, so you level front to back with your front jacks. Push one button to drop down your back jacks. No manual cranking required. No tennis elbow. Cruisers' windows are going to look a little different. They look a little bulkier, and that's because they are. Long story short, they just use a different type of seal system that is as close to bulletproof as any window in any RV can possibly get. Now you may notice too, this is a true high gloss exterior skin. You can actually see the reflection of the trailers over here. Look at that perfect reflection right there. They use a double layer of wood under the fiberglass skin as well, and they offset it. Almost like if you think of the way a bricklayer would build a house, how the bricks are offset, that's how they build these cruisers. And that is what gives you that really smooth look, almost bulletproof looking skin right there. Now, one quick thing I want to mention, we do like to add the accessory hitches on the back here, but they are exactly that. This is a light duty accessory hitch. It is bolted onto the existing framework you see down here. So as it's equipped right now, don't try to hook onto this thing with a boat and drag a boat down the road. But with a little reinforcement, you could probably get there. Just keep in mind, anytime you start playing with framework and whatnot, you may have to sacrifice a portion of your factory warranty. Give us a call for some details on that. This is stuff we're very familiar with. We will give you, the positives and the offsets of anything that you're looking to do with your rig. Because there always is a good and a bad with anything, essentially. Now, this is something that doesn't translate to video, but this is an extra wide entry door. Long story short, if you're walking in, you know, if you've been doing some cooking on your campfire, you got the platter full of burgers and brats, you don't have to worry about, you know, accidentally spilling them here. Now, this is another thing I like. Your little docking center here, if the lights are on, you can see that the switches are lit up. It's pretty cool. You can see which switches are lit, which are not. All of your slide controls on and controls everything right here. While we're looking at this, your cabinetry in a cruiser, you see this top trim, that little corner mold, that is one of the hardest cuts to make, and they do it like basically 10 times out of 10 on a cruiser. And this stuff is made to perform. Their cabinetry is awesome. Their craftsmanship is awesome in these. This is a big rear sofa, rear living with a side entertainment, and it's one of my favorite floor plans because it gives you a humongous open living space. You get lots of windows in here. Even though I have all the windows shut right now, it's hard to do these videos with the windows open. So I have, these are 2-section day and night shades. I have the, see, that's why. I have the night shades closed on everything but that rear window. And you can see just from that and just a couple interior lights how comfortable and bright in here it is. Larger 8 cubic foot refrigerator and freezer, 30% larger than a normal fridge in most RVs. Your TV will come included with this. We simply have them ship it loose in the box so that you are the very first person to touch it when you take it home, other than just quality checks. Your stereo is also your DVD player. It is Bluetooth enabled, so if you want to hook your phone up to it and listen to some music wirelessly from your phone through your camper stereo, you can do that. Down here, the electric fireplace is essentially an electric space heater. It's a good way to keep your camper warmed up a little bit without burning up all your propane. Now, when it comes to windows, windows cost a lot of money. You're going to see that their rear window is really huge, and beyond that, all of their windows are huge. These side windows are about double the size that you normally get from most manufacturers. And again, it's the details that I like about Cruiser. They have extra power outlets all over the place. So if you want to keep your phones, laptops, stuff like that charged, not a problem. Now, storage in rear living rooms is tough. That's why Cruiser gives you some of the biggest, deepest overhead cabinets you'll ever find. They don't ever do anything just for show. Everything has to look good and function well. And that's one of the things I like about Cruisers. The color scheme that we're looking at in here, I believe is called red stone, red wood, something like that. It's a darker, like a charcoal faux leather on your fabrics, or on your sofa and your recliners, and then a light circular type pattern here on your chairs. I'm mentioning that in case the video and the pictures look different, you know why. I try really hard to make the pictures identify with this specific trailer. I will often reuse this video as educational type stock footage. A more powerful 15,000 BTU air is standard on these instead of the 13.5 you tend to find on other brands in this category. You'll also find 2 of these big max air fans standard in any cruiser. One in the kitchen and living room area and one in the bathroom. And what's nice is because these fifth wheels are tall and you can't reach them, they come with wall controls. And this even sets to your thermostat so that if it hits 78 degrees, the lid will open itself, the fan will kick on, and when it goes below 78, the lid will close itself and the fan will kick off. So if you just want to open your windows and get some good cross ventilation, this is the trailer to do it with. Plus, with a cool residential ceiling fan, you can always have a breeze moving in here. It's awesome. All of your storage space is fully functional. They, again, even the smallest drawers here, you can see, have half-inch plywood boxing, hardwood fronts, and minimum 50-pound drawer glides. You can really use this space. And these giant cabinets up here, you see they put a middle shelf in them. That instantly doubles your storage space. I've seen a lot of manufacturers give you these big cabinets, but without a shelf in the middle, it's wasted space. Because a box of cereal is not as tall as that cabinet. You know, you're not going to put super tall things in there. I'm going to conserve a little battery power here, pardon me. Moving upstairs. Now this has a, let me again kick on the lights here. The bathroom is exquisite. You've got a gigantic 60-inch walk-in shower with basically no step-in, and this is as close to full floor level as that can get. So other than just a little lip to get your foot over that, you do not have a big step into the shower like you do with a tub in a lot of fifth wheels. You have excellent counter space here with a GFI protected socket so that you can have things like shavers and hair dryers right next to your sink, and a double door hardwood medicine cabinet. So cool and so classy. I am 6'3". This is a truly walk-in bathroom, and upstairs, the entire upstairs. Remember how I said the downstairs or in the basement there's huge storage, but they don't take away from the interior? This is what I mean. It's one of the perfect designs. Oh, before I forget, we also have a true porcelain stool. That's my wedding ring clinking off that. That's what I call the wedding ring test. It always passes. Up front here, you have double sliding spa-style doors for your storage up front. Here, let me turn the lights on in here. There we go. There we go. Double spa-style doors for your front wardrobe closet. You see the, this is prepped for like a combo washer-dryer over here. We do have wardrobe space across from the bed. Bed's in the slide, which gives us this big bedroom. And additionally, you do have windows in the sides of the slide of the bed that open. Now, they left a shelf here above the bed, and that's a perfect place for like alarm clocks and things like that. And this is a 50 amp service rig. We often like to put the second air conditioner up here in the bedroom to give you maximum cooling power through this. Real quick, I just want to open the all your cabinet space up here so you get a good look at it. Now what's cool, you see there's the washer dryer prep. This is your shelf down here. These little slats on the wall, this is adjustable shelving. You can put these shelves anywhere you please. That's what I really like about this. Now when you're going down the road, you don't have to worry about your cabinet doors accidentally sliding open because it has a positive latch system. That latch cannot just accidentally fly open, and this is a very generous space right here. The advantage of the whole wardrobe up front is you will not have to unload your trailer each time you want to go camping. There are, I mean, this video is 12 minutes long already. I try to keep them closer to 5 or 6. I've already doubled that, and there's so many other cool things about cruisers to talk about. You know, this brand has been exceptional from a service standpoint. They come in defect free. They leave defect free. They stay in your driveway. They don't come back to mine, and that's my favorite part about these, because I don't like putting our family name and our company name on something if it's just going to come back here and it's something we have to apologize for and be embarrassed. And that's not what Cruiser is. Cruiser is reliable. You know, it's a big investment. Anytime you purchase an RV, this is one that performs, and that's my favorite part about them. So give us a call, 800-256-5196. Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Thank you, everyone. Stay safe, have fun, and happy camping.